Can cross my legs and chill.
Yeah, you definitely can. So this is Thronely Everything, where we just watched the second episode of Game of Thrones. The first episode, kind of an introduction. We saw a lot of faces, which was exciting in itself. This episode, a couple more faces. Ghost made an appearance.
Spoilers for anybody tuning in.
Oh yeah, by the way, spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers. Jeez, Caleb.
Obviously, don't watch or listen to this if you haven't seen the new episode.
I know, right?
It's that simple.
Yeah, but it's a pretty good episode. A lot of like tensions because everybody met at Winterfell, and then like there's a lot of tensions in the first episode. This episode we're kind of getting like, all right, let's talk about these tensions, and that's a lot of fun.
Well, that's really the hard thing is because everybody that's joining back up to fight for the army of the living or whatever they want to call it, they did some pretty bad things in their past. Like Jaime showing up at Winterfell, obviously he pushed Bran out the window.
Yeah, when they played that in the preview part,
You
I
knew.
was like, oh my god, I forgot that scene. It was just like, do for love, yeah.
And it's so funny because Bran was just a fucking creep about it, and he was like, oh, if you wouldn't have pushed me out the window, I wouldn't have been the three-eyed raven. And we're like, okay, weirdo.
Well, no,
But-
I did like his line that
When he
if
came
you
in.
didn't push me out the window, then you probably would still be the person you are. You were at that
Yeah.
time, that was really interesting because like he learned from this life lesson.
Well,
that,
that's my thing about Jaime. Like Jaime's character arc is one of my favorites in the show. Just because of the growth.
Oh yeah.
And-
He was a punk kid who.
And like Brienne
Murder.
even stands up for him, you know. But I wasn't even thinking about Daenerys confronting him for killing her dad
Right.
while he was sitting on the Iron Throne.
I
you
thought
know?
she knew he was a little crazy, but she was definitely.
Well, yeah, she knew. Well,
But still, a
she
Kingslayer is a Kingslayer.
He
Yeah.
still killed her dad. Like,
Yeah.
he still...
They just opened the episode with that too. It was just right off. We're gonna deal with this shit.
Yeah.
so I have a really big theory about how King Aerys was killed, and when he was yelling, "Burn them all! Burn them all! Burn them all!"
So, do you remember that episode with Bran when they were in with the children of the forest, like in the tree, and he was talking to the three-eyed raven?
Oh, yeah.
And Bran was yelling, "Hold the door!"
Yeah.
At
Hold
Hodor.
door, hold
the
door.
door. Like, and it had that time skip kind of thing. I think it's going to be revealed that the Mad King Aerys had the same thing because in the show and in the books especially, it just says that he shouted, "Burn them all, burn them all, burn them all," like over and over and over. So I think it's some kind of loophole, like the three-eyed raven would do, that is now Bran.
Interesting.
And
I'm skipping way ahead with my
Yeah.
theories.
So
I'm sorry.
I mean, that's a good one to throw out there.
I'm talking big time stuff. I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Okay, here's
like they're going fast, so I am like planning.
Okay, but do you think that what do you think is gonna happen now that Daenerys and Jon Snow, like the truth is out there?
I think they're gonna hate fuck, and then Daenerys is gonna die.
Do you think they're gonna get married?
I think she's too mad now.
Well, yeah, because she just
She
straight up
has-
challenged him. Yeah.
She has to have his kid first of all. She has to be pregnant. Right? Like, I mean, if Jon's a Targaryen, we don't really need Daenerys
Yeah.
to continue that bloodline. We've got
But he doesn't want to be king, so like if they just get married, then like they can share.
that's fine. And then we've got Gendry and Arya continuing
Yeah.
the Baratheon Stark
Okay, do you think
bloodline.
Arya got a baby in her?
More than likely. Maybe.
No,
You don't like-
because they
she's a
might
baby.
die. They might, and they are grounded.
God, she's so little.
Like
no.
I didn't need to see. Yeah,
That was
they're
not
they're
right.
they're little kids.
God, as soon as she started saying how many women you've been with, I'm like, well, this is going down that road.
She was like taking her gloves off as she's like, so
Yeah.
how many? Like, and she was like undressing herself.
And I
like,
was like,
oh
Arya,
God, what are you doing?
no! That's my murder child. I don't need her getting involved with extracurricular activities with boys.
You're about murder, kid.
Mm-hmm.
Focus on killing them, not doing them.
Yeah.
Don't you ever get distracted by Dick. That's bullshit.
But he did make her a very nice spear.
Oh my God. In more ways than one.
God damn it, Caleb.
Okay. I'll give you
Okay.
that one.
It's happened a couple times where we say something and I had that. We're on a roll.
I think Arya's gonna be safe because of all that, though. I think if one of those two is gonna die, it's probably gonna be Gendry now because of that.
Yeah.
You had
Because
said
of
Lucy
that.
gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
And Miss Sunday and Grey Worm, they're gonna die.
No,
I
they're
can
not.
tell. No, I can totally tell from that scene that they set up for
I
them.
think maybe only one of them though.
Grey
To
Worm's
maybe like
gonna die.
make it like.
Like, okay,
Grey
does
Worm's
he-
gonna die.
I always wanted it to be like he somehow had working genitalia and they somehow end up with a kid together. Like, yeah, like he was the one Unsullied where they only cut off half of his dick. Like, and that's why she's sticking around because he's still got some dick to give.
That's an interesting theory. You got a lot of crazy theories.
It's because I'm a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, I feel like if they don't end up dying, I feel like it's gonna be Grey Worm that does. Like if one of them was gonna die, I feel like
Yeah.
just kind of the heroic die and dead
yeah.
in battle type deal.
I just think at least one of them
I
will
know,
because
whatever.
they mentioned it. Like they had their sweet exit speech
Plans for later. kind of
before the
thing,
show kills them
Oh
all.
yeah,
yeah.
what are we gonna do after this speech? Yeah.
They're
That's
gonna
like
die.
that's
Next time you
true.
see them, it'll be them dying in a fire
Grey Worm.
from a dragon.
Oh God.
Grey Worm dies in
I
the
know. I
saddest
think
way
Grey. I
possible.
mean, I do think Grey Worm's gonna last for a while, but
Well-
I think I think you're right. Like it did feel kind of set up to him dying, but then again, like they want you to
Not
be
doing that for
just like
everybody.
surprised by shit, not like
The
like
Unsullied
everybody.
are like born and brought up to fight. They'll be able to fight White Walkers, and we've seen in the commercials, like the promos,
free will. Yeah.
where they panned across an army of Unsullied, and it looked like they all had obsidian strapped to their spears, and that's exactly what Arya got from Gendry was
Oh,
a
yeah.
spear with obsidian or dragon glass at the end.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Also, Love Triangle. That was really cool seeing Brienne knighted. Wow.
I'm so happy for her. That's all she ever wanted.
I
And,
almost
and,
cried.
and they were all hanging out drinking, like, we're about to die.
Yeah.
Like, we don't even know if we're going to make it through the night.
And it was cool. She didn't like seem like she wanted to do it, and all the guys were like, "No, let's come on, like fuck the rules, let's do it right now." And like that was cool.
And
Yeah, I
she
mean,
was so
I think like, but that's
happy.
also because like she's just like, you know, I know I'll never be a knight. Like it's just the rules, you know. And she's a very strong, like honorable rule follower.
And all the people there
We're like,
were just like,
no, we're
fuck
all gonna
yeah.
break these rules just
Yeah.
for you because you have definitely earned it. I was like, that was really cool.
And by Jamie, too.
I know,
she
right?
loves him. I know she does.
How many people in that room that were there drinking do you think will be alive after the end of the next episode?
4.
Ooh.
4.
3. Or 2.
Tyrion,
Is it
Tyrion's gonna
one,
live.
two,
But he's not
Tyrion-
going fighting.
Tyrion's gonna live at
6 or
least
7.
until like the second to last. Who else was there?
Podrick.
Podrick's.
Oh, he's
Pod has to tell us what
Oh.
he did to those prostitutes. God damn it!
That's Tyrion.
Yeah.
Telling everything.
Well, I don't know. That'll be exciting. Any other stuff from this episode that
There was
was
one part
important?
me and Andrew were laughing for a really long time. I don't know who it was, but they were like, I think it was Daenerys. She was like, yeah, I went and named Tyrion my hand. And then I was like,
Oh,
and then I named my hand Tyrion.
Nice one.
I laughed for like the rest of the episode about it, and it was really stupid.
It's good theory. There too.
She could have named her hand Tyrion.
Yeah, there's All right. Anybody else
Careful
want
with
to take
your
this?
canned wine.
Don't drink the canned wine. It's too strong.
Good. Okay, so yeah, we'll post another episode of this chit chat.
We might be in a new place.
Maybe
We might be right here with no furniture.
it'll be exciting.
Everything's
And
gonna fire around us.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
stay tuned. Yeah.
Thanks.